What's up? What's up, YouTube? It's your boy B to the G. Back with a brand new video, and today I'm reacting to the strongest battle in One Piece. God vs. Roger. God Haki fight explained. Wait, God Haki. What? Okay, I don't know what it is, and for your information, I've not watched this video already. So it's going to be a first time reaction. Yes, I normally like doing it this way because I also want to get the feeling you guys get. I know I'm supposed to watch it before I come and explain it further than the person has, but I'm able to think on the spot sometimes. Though I sometimes stumble a little bit, but it's going to work out, okay? And it says Luffy's mother revealed. So I haven't been able to keep up with the manga these days. So maybe they've revealed Luffy's mom, and I didn't want to go and peek into the future, bro. I'm not Shanks. It's all right. Okay, so yeah, don't forget. What's it called? Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like on the video, support your boy. Let's get to 2K, bro. We're almost at 2K. I need 7 more subs, and we are 2K. So don't forget to subscribe. Okay, do it. And then we'll finally break the 1 point barrier, enter into the 2K, and we start exploring that realm. All right. And oh, don't forget to also follow me on Cake. I'll start streaming on Cake. I sometimes stream on TikTok, but not a regular. So in case you want to check me out there too, same name, TheBiggCrimson. Come, let's have fun, okay?
Finally revealed Roger.
Hold on. Wait, what? Oh my god, I forgot to switch scenes. So let's check out this video, okay? Let's see what this video is about.
Versus Garp at full power, but while these monsters were clashing at their peak, Luffy's mother and by goat, monkey deadbeat dragon's future wife officially makes her entrance onto the One Piece manga. Then there is Rocks, who has revealed he needs 2 god fruits to defeat Emu. Over 45 years ago, idols roamed this.
Okay, so right now we know of only one god fruit, right? Or unless there's another one that has been revealed. But the one we knew of was the one with Luffy. Wait, hold on. There's something wrong with my webcam. Oh my god, if I was on live, you guys would be dragging my ass. And you're oh, okay. And you're bled, and you are not being seen, and you're this and okay.
Seas. This crew would go to nations and take what they wanted with barely any fight, because the men would just fall for them. Even Marines, they were none other than Amazon Lily's Kuja pirates, headed by their captain, Empress Gloriosa at the time. She was such a baddie that her own...
Bro, how is it that she grew up and she became short? Like...
crewmates were fawning over her beauty. However, in this crew, we also find Tritoma, Luffy's mother. Just look at her smile.
Wait. Luffy's mother is from Amazon?
And Luffy's smile side by side. Okay? They are eerily similar, and that's Luffy's mother. But that's not the only evidence I have. Anything related to Dragon, I'm your guy. I know what kind of a huzz Dragon would prefer, okay? Trust me. First, if she was to become my goat Dragon's wife later on in life, she would need to be around his age, which she looks to be. Dragon right now, around 45 years ago, is 10 to 11. Tritoma looks like a 10 to 11-year-old girl. She would also later become the Empress of Amazon Lily after Shaki, considering that every Empress of Amazon Lily was lovesick with a top tier of their era. Tritoma logically would fall for the deadbeat goat.
Wait, so why was she not mentioned? Because I remember in the, like, you know, I don't know what arc it was, but during that Amazon part of the story and everything, they actually spoke about is it Gloriosa or whatever she's called, spoke about Hancock and all that. So why wasn't she mentioned? Because I remember them mentioning in sequel All the empresses.
Just look at this man. Look at that
Amazon ladies or
flowing
whatever they're
hair. So majestic, always looking easy. She must have instantly been rizzed by his desk hockey. Because I sure am.
Why are you gay?
On a serious note though, the best evidence for Luffy's mother being from Amazon Lily is why did Kuma flung Luffy all the way there after Sabaody? We know that Kuma was one of the only revolutionaries that knew about Dragon having a son.
True. And also because I think it was mentioned that they are one of the best haki users, which is them. Like the Amazon ladies are one of the best haki users. So I don't really see this as a point, but it is a fair point though.
That's how we even got the famous line from my goat about a child is their parents' greatest weakness. Then 3 years ago, Kuma went to Dawn Island to take a look at Luffy himself before he lost his humanity. So being one of the pillars of the Revolutionary Army, Kuma definitely knew about Dragon's connection to the Kuja pirates and Luffy's mother. We also know that the Island of Women are rebellious by nature as they aren't even part of the world government. Plus, they take in trafficked celestial slaves back into their fold, like in the case of Boa Hancock. So with Dragon's entire goal being to free the world from the Celestials' oppression, Tritoma would take a quick liking to him. However, after Luffy's birth, there might have been a complication with the Empress, and the Island of Women can't raise a man, right? So Dragon left him with his grandpa Garp. Because like, if the world government knew that Dragon, the most wanted man, had a child with the untamable baddest Empress of Amazon Lily, they would hunt Luffy down instantly. Plus,
which is ridiculous. Like, how can you people live in a world where like your government is going after people's children who are literally not criminals? They were just born, they've not done anything because of their parents. You want to? Are you guys God? Like, that part of the One Piece story is one thing I really don't get. Like, why the fuck is Emu going around doing all this bullshit, bro?
Our Tritoma is named after is said to be brightly colored red, orange, and yellow, just like a burning fire or sun. Anyways, Tritoma in the flashback is bringing in all these fan letters from simps all over the world to Gloriosa. However, there is an even bigger pile right behind her, which turns out is for a bigger baddie. The only one set to outshine the radiant Gloriosa was the star of her era, first mate of the Kuja pirates, Shakuyaku. But there is trouble on the seas. The Roger pirates have come to attack. Instead of being scared though, the captain Gloriosa is about to have a nosebleed, like 5 Anji, because she is in love with Goldie Roger. Unfortunately, Roger has his eyes set on a different huz. Shaki, the future pirate king, is straight up gooning as he wants to win her over and take Shaki into his own crew. This is like, bro got a megaphone and shit. He's like, hey, join my crew, huz. This is not how you secure the huz, guys. Do not attempt this in real life. This isn't even the first time Roger has gone after the Kuja pirates, it seems. As Gloriosa says that, why won't you look at me, Roger? It's not just Roger though, but his entire crew wants to rizz up Shaki.
You know, normally it's like if what do you call it? They fall in love, something happens to them, then they die. I've forgotten what happens, but
these are
like
top
if they're able
tiers
to
in the
live with
new
their partners,
world. Dude, you're losing all your aura.
There was something like that,
During
right?
the commotion, the angel herself bursts out the door. Her haki is so strong that flowers themselves wilted. First, she takes care of Gaban, then kicks Roger, the future pirate king, straight to the ground. Aura farming on top of him. Bro, imagine she puts her arm like that right next to you with that view. It's over. Shaki says that she will never submit to another's captivity. Perhaps during the commotion at the Reverie 56 years ago, Shaki and a few slaves managed to escape. While one of the strongest crews in all of One Piece are busy gooning, Shaki orders the Kuja pirates to take their treasure. These 5 Anji wannabes are even offering their souls to her. You guys are supposed to be top tiers. You guys are in the Pirate King's crew. Please stop acting like 5 Anji. The only person in Roger's crew that Shaki likely fucks with though is Dark King Silver's Rayleigh, which makes sense as he's the only nonchalant dude, and according to my real Marines? That's what the Huzzes want. So she gives him a little wink with a heart on top of it, bro. Before things could escalate, though, the Navy has arrived. At first, Roger is like, we gotta run.
Oh my
But
god, I need to catch up with the
As soon
manga,
as bro found out his Pookie Garp was on board, he said it's time to throw hands. And so Vice Admiral Garp, the future hero of the Marines, versus Goldie Roger begins. First, it's Meteor Fist, which is much weaker than a galaxy level attack we find Garp using later in life. Roger counters that with a new move called Aramitama Sword Slash. This is major, as in Shinto belief, a kami has 4 aspects or tamas. Aramitama, the wild, violent, or rough soul. Nikimitama, the calm, harmonious soul. Sakimitama, the happy, joyous soul. Kushimitama, the mysterious, miraculous soul. So Aramitama specifically refers to the destructive or wrathful aspect of a divine being. This could be further evidence that God Haki, or the highest form of Haki, taps into the divine aspects of one.
Oh, so this is what he's talking about, God Haki. Damn, really?
Soul. But for that, watch the Balls Deep Haki theory I uploaded yesterday.
Yeah, I'll leave the channel link in the description below. You go check him out. I love his videos, no joke.
Clash is legendary. While Garp punches the shit out of Roger using his God Haki, Roger slashes through Garp's stomach, revealing that at least 45 years ago, the two were equally matched. So imagine just how broken Rocks must have been that these two had to team up to beat him at God Valley. As the two titans battle it out, the Kuja pirates take their leave, with Gloriosa fainting due to her heart aching. You know how Gloriosa is such a baddie right now, but later on in life turned into an unattractive old granny, while Shaki Loki looks like a gilf? Well, it's
like, look at this, bro. Like, how come Shaki still looks like that and Oda really nerfed the hell out of Gloriosa, bro?
due to love sickness. Shaki was lovesick with Rayleigh, and they got together, which was the medicine. However, Elder Neon's love for Roger was only one-sided, so she fell ill, becoming a hag. Funniest thing is that people apparently would buy the wanted posters of the Kuja Pirates just to goon. They even had a whole stalking problem like the idols of our own world. They should have just created an OF. Back in Elbaf though, because you know, this is still the Elbaf flashback we're in, Loki is drowning because this fool's ship capsized while trying to go find Roxy Zebek. How are you gonna go out to the sea without knowing how to swim, bro? Wait, hold on. If you eat a devil fruit, you can't swim, right? What if Loki has already eaten his devil fruit? It's an interesting thought, but I don't think Loki has eaten a fruit just yet. It's more likely that bro wouldn't listen to anyone that wanted to teach him how to swim. Harold, though, apologizes for his son's stupidity, as the dude which saved him is like, maybe I shouldn't have helped this brat, because he is the cursed child. Estrid's propaganda is at work. However, Ada is quick to reprimand the giant. Harold, though, says that it's kinda Loki's fault and he needs to stop acting out so much. Loki, on the other hand, kinda agrees that he didn't ask anyone to save him, angering the sailor giant even more. Like, why did I even save this brat and he can't even thank me? Ada is very nice to young Loki, though, as she understands that he lost his mother when he was young and his dad's always busy, so Loki is just lonely. That's why he makes outlandish decisions or bothers everyone. Little bro just wants attention, to be acknowledged. Wouldn't it be better if he just stayed with Ida and his big bro Haruden? However, this causes both brothers to come out screaming, hell no, bruh, I don't want to live with this punk. Loki is low-key a menace though, because he says that the only reason Ida is being nice is so that she could move back into the castle. Hence, the two brothers get into another fight. Loki just never felt accepted in Elbaf. Instead of trying to build a good relationship with the citizens through helping them with his strength, Loki chose to be a nuisance, a direct contrast to an outsider like Ada being
Hold on. But why does Loki have, how do you call it? Those blinds on his eyes. I don't know what
showcased by the little girl crying that Loki is so mean to her. Honestly though, we can't really fault Loki as to a child. He just sees how people are mean to him for something he never did by his choice, for simply being born with those eyes and the labels sprung on him by his own mother. Bro gets scolded. With all this anger towards his homeland, though, every time Rox visited Elbaf to try and recruit Harold, Loki kept trying to join the crew instead. He wanted to be free like his idol, who was busy taking over Hachinose at the time. When Rock's pirates first took the island for themselves, there wasn't even that big skull on the rock. Instead, it was known as a fish-shaped boulder. Similar to the Kuja pirates, Rox's crew had gained infamy throughout the seas, with people coming in left and right trying to join up. They were known as the...
So we are now officially getting to know more about Rox, but bro, imagine like we start to get his fight scenes in the future, more in-depth information. This guy is actually going to be broken. And if it's true that Teach is actually having two souls and Rox is literally living in Teach, or that's his son or whatever, and he has two souls or whatever, like Luffy and Zoro said in what arc was it? Way back, it was post-timeskip, but I've forgotten which arc it was. Then Teach is actually going to be broken. And Teach has, I don't think, no, this one can be a god fruit. The one he stole from Whitebeard. So if he's left with one more fruit, I'm sure he's going to try to attempt to take it from Luffy, which is not possible. Like, there's no way, bro. Like, if Oda kills Luffy, if you don't hate One Piece after that, I don't know why.
Ocean's all-star of evil, which we know is likely just government propaganda. As in any country or world, whenever you go against authority and establishment, they will label you as evil. Since they are the justice, governments have the power to deem what's legal and what's not. One such pirate had made his way to Full Elite in hopes of joining the crew. Kyo the Wicked, or Silver Axe. Turns out that he was actually Shiki's rival, putting his power level all the way up to near Yonko tier, as it took Garp and Sengoku together to subdue Shiki during the film Zero flashback. Everything gets shaken up in the island though, as this dude Rox smashed two holes onto the giant boulder of Hachinose. He was the one that made those eye holes because bro wanted a good view.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Rox reveals that he is after two devil fruits. One of them is an Elbaf, which will only show its true power once Harold eats it. This is most likely the Soul God fruit, which we have been yapping about all this time. Or there are a few more possibilities we discussed during our weekly chapter reaction stream yesterday. 14 years ago, when Emu tried invading Elbaf, we saw that a devil fruit chest was likely raided by someone. Currently, we believe that Loki ate it, giving him the power to scare Emu away. However, what if the fruit was taken by another, thrown out into the black markets of the world, and this fruit was the Gomu Gomu no Mi? The timeline matches. Shanks knew about this fruit, and a few years later he finds it in East Blue, which the government was also after. Seeing the giant straw hat of Joy Boy in Marijois, it's possible that Joy Boy was a giant with special ancient blood. So Rox believes that the Nika fruit will only awaken when a giant like Harold eats it. He was completely misreading the prophecy of Dawn, just like how each emperor, like let's say Big Mom, had a piece of the Dawn's puzzle as she wanted to create a nation with no discrimination. But Kaido only valued might, while Big Mom took her subjects' lifespan in return. Their dreams were flawed, just like Rox's interpretation of the Dawn prophecy. So I still believe that it's a different legendary god fruit that was in Elbaf, which will only show its true power when Loki eats it. Harold isn't the special one, but Loki is, due to his eyes. That showcases his connection to the ancient weapon Pluton. He is the driver of that ship. And when he eats the Soul God fruit, perhaps he will also become the engine for the ancient weapon. Just like how Luffy was born 19 years ago and Shirahoshi 16 years ago, Loki, being a giant, was born 3 times earlier than them, over 60 years ago, as giants live 3 times longer than humans, where Loki's current age is similar to that of Loki's. They are of the same generation. These 3 are critical in bringing the prophecy of Dawn to light. That's why when Roger...
Okay, so, and I'm sure, I think I saw a snippet of the manga on X, so I'm sure they've literally met, how do you call it? They've already met Loki. Like, Luffy has met Loki, right? And people were like speculating whether he would join the Straw Hats. I mean, where is he even going to sit? Is he going to walk in the sea? Where is he even going to sit on that ship? Unless he's able to shrink himself or something, but if not, then I'm not sure
pirates
he would
ended up
join.
in
I'm not
Laugh
sure he would
Tale,
join
they
Luffy.
said they were too early to free the world.
You
Or
see, for some reason, I keep getting the feeling. You see how Blackbeard has giants in his crew. I keep getting the feeling Loki would actually join Blackbeard or Teach when he meets him, because he'll be like, similar to Rocks. And in the end, when they're fighting Emu, Luffy and Teach or Blackbeard would actually team up to fight Emu. That's what I feel like is happening here. I feel like Blackbeard is painting himself as a villain, but in the end, it's going to be like a side protagonist or something. That's what I'm thinking, though. Not
make it One
saying
Piece.
it's
The other
possible, but
legendary devil fruit Rocks is after might just be the Nika fruit or the Yami Yami no Mi. Because what if the Yami Yami no Mi, which might have the power to suppress the wills of other fruits, can allow Rocks to eat multiple devil fruits like Blackbeard? Either way, these reveals are here to hint at what Luffy and the gang need to do to win against Emu in the final war. As Captain
God.
John says that they need
One
the
Piece is
Galliva
getting
giants
amazing. Like, it's
too,
becoming more
likely to
interesting each
build
time.
the ancient weapon or to fix up the Noah ship in Fishman Island. With this info, it seems that Rocks is just trying to bring Joy Boy and the Prophecy of Dawn to reality, not understanding that it's way too early. It's like he thinks it's the blueprint or a guide to defeat Emu and the Celestial Dragons up in the Holy Land.
wasn't
Whitebeard
able
and
to
even Big
defeat
Mom
Emu.
Chef
Damn.
Strusen have doubts about even unfreezing
You
and
see,
reviving.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm sure Blackbeard is literally painting himself as a villain. Sometimes when you paint yourself evil, like you do evil things a lot, like it's like Emu wasn't suspecting Rocks to actually be able to make it to him in marriage, him or her in marriage war, but he made it there and he fought him. So because he didn't have everything he needed, he wasn't able to defeat. I don't know how powerful that guy is. Then imagine it took Garp and Roger to fight Rocks, and Rocks still wasn't able to defeat Emu. Bro, you're going to need all the whole pirates on the continent to defeat how do you call it? Emu then. Because this is bro, One Piece is becoming interesting. This is why I love the anime, bro, or the manga. This is why I love One Piece, bro. In general, like I don't hate any other anime, but when it comes to my top tier, my top 10, One Piece is always going to be number one. Like, no one is passing One Piece, bro. Like, what are we doing? You want me to put anyone above One Piece? Let's be serious, bro.
Reviving the giant shipwrights though. And even if they do come back to life, why would they obey Rocks? But that's why Rocks needs Harold to join him, as he is the king of Elbaf, wielding authority to order the Galley Ra. Young Kaido though is like, why can't we just use our strength to force Harold and Elbaf to obey? Which is in line with how Kaido operated his own crew later in life. Strength meant everything to him. He literally sought out strong warriors, crushing their wills to join him. He wanted Rocks to use the same blueprint he would use later on in life to subjugate young and up-and-coming pirates to tame Harold. However, Rocks disagrees with this method. Bro literally kicks the shit out of the future Yonko like he's a bug. Why? Well, Harold is Rocks' friend, and if Kaido suggests something so foolish again, Rocks will crush him. In an epic double spread, we see the entire top league of the Rocks pirates as the captain proclaims that Elbaf is the key to bringing
he literally had every recipe in his crew. Bro had every, look at it. A giant, fishman, whatever you want to call it, beastman. He literally had everything. A drunkard, a psychopath, a sniper, a swordsman. He has every recipe. Like, so this is similar to Blackbeard. Like, literally, look. Blackbeard has that big giant guy. Garp kicked the hell out of. And let me say, the one on Blackbeard's crew to be Whitebeard would be. Let me see who would be that. Oh, this guy, I forgot his name. Okay, so Shiki would be the one with the sword. The one he freed from Impel Down. What's his name? I keep forgetting their names, bro. It's been a long time since I saw those characters, so I keep forgetting their name.
down the Holy Land. That's
Hey, I
their
can't keep everyone's
ultimate
name in my
goal.
head,
It's
you know.
up to them if they want to stand with Rocks on the day of destiny. If they follow Rocks, he will bring them to the summit of the world. If you enjoyed this video,
Rocks
watch the
Pirates.
hockey.
Damn, bro. Like, bro, this is the longest running animation on the planet right now. Like, or story running on the planet. Because One Piece is still going, bro. Like, One Piece is still going and it's not stopping, bro. I just pray, bro. I just pray I live long enough to see the end of One Piece. God should guide us all. Anyone watching this, if you're a One Piece fan, God, Allah guide you, protect you, and make sure you get to the end of One Piece, okay? But yeah, that's the end of the video. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like on the video. We are almost at 2K, like I said. Just 7 more subs, leave a sub on the video. Like, share it with me in the comment section. Maybe there's some points I missed and you could explain it to me better. Let me know in the comment section, okay? And as always, I catch you in the next video. So boy BIGG. Stay blessed. Peace be unto you. And my brother. Hold on. Where is it? Okay. I'm out.